the floating puppy island. It was a warm, breezy afternoon when Max, the Yorkshire Terrier, decided to nap on his favorite raft. He loved floating in the shallow waves near the beach, wearing his little sun hat and chewing a salty stick. As the waves gently rocked him back and forth, Max's eyes grew heavy. He yawned, stretched his paws, and dozed off under the sun. When Max woke up, everything had changed. The sky was still blue, but he was no longer near the shore. Instead, the raft had drifted to a strange and magical placia, floating island, made entirely of soft grass, smooth driftwood, and seashell-covered paths. The island gently bobbed on the waves like a giant lily pad. Max blinked. "Rough?" he barked in wonder. Just then, a group of puppies bounded over the dunes. They were every kind of pup you could imagine. Labradors with sunglasses, Pomeranians on surfboards, and even a dachshund with seashell earrings. "Welcome to Floating Puppy Island," barked a golden retriever with seaweed wrapped like a scarf. "I'm Sandy, the leader here. You must be Max. We've heard of your adventures." Max wagged his tail excitedly. "Where am I?" "This is a secret island where sea pups play, surf, and guard the magical shells of the sea, treasures that keep the ocean happy and sparkling," Sandy explained. Max followed as Sandy showed him around. There was a sandy volleyball court, a surfing cove with perfect waves, and a giant coconut water fountain. Puppies raced through sea tunnels and napped in hammocks made of woven kelp. "But the most important part," Sandy said seriously, "is protecting the magical shells. Each shell holds a piece of ocean magic like the sparkle in fish scales or the sound of waves in a seashell. We keep them safe." Just then, a small pug ran up, panting. "Sandy, one of the shells is missing." The pups gasped. "Come on, Max," Sandy barked. "We need your sharp nose." Max sniffed the air and followed the trail through seagrass, past tide pools, and over coral bridges. At the edge of the island, he found a group of mischievous seagulls playing keep-away with the shimmering pink shell. Max barked loudly. "Drop it, feather flappers!" Startled, the seagulls squawked and dropped the shell. Max caught it gently in his mouth and trotted back triumphantly. "Nice work," Sandy barked. "You're a true sea pup now." That night, under a sky full of stars, the puppies held a beach party for Max. They toasted with fish-shaped biscuits and danced to crab drum beats. When Max curled up in a cozy kelp hammock, he yawned happily. Best nap ever. The next morning, he awoke back on his raft near shore, a tiny seashell necklace around his neck. From that day on, Max always looked out at the ocean, wondering if the floating island would return and if his sea pup friends were still surfing the waves.